Knapp here, owner of Red Hot Media Productions, and welcome to episode 2 of my video podcast. And I got some feedback. A lot of people liked the last one, but a lot of people were saying, don't you practice? Because you were kind of like all over the map and everything. Even my wife just said, hey, I can sit in there and talk to you because I'm not comfortable just talking to this camera thing here. But I'm getting better at it. But I thought I would bring in a friend, to somebody I can talk with, and let me introduce you to Otis. Yes, it is a dummy. Not this. This is a dummy. My mom and my sister will recognize this. This was in our closet. I got this as a child, and I asked my parents for a dummy, and this was way before Chucky. Way before Chucky. So we'll just have him sit here. Yeah, no, that's pretty creepy. Yeah, let's not do that. Okay, today we're going... You just need to go all the way out of the picture, dude. Today we're going to talk about Google My Business and what's happening with Google My Business concerning the coronavirus. There's a lot of changes, and if you have not already gone in and made these changes to Google My Business, you need to do that now. So let's get started. Okay, so Google made a lot of changes recently in their My Business service, and a lot of these changes have to do with, two things. One, the fact that they're very limited in their employees now. They don't have, people coming in the office that would normally do reviews. So when you make an update to Google My Business, a human actually comes in and reviews that. Apparently, Google hasn't heard of the internet and working from home, whatever. So they're limited in how they can do that. So a lot of services have been suspended. But they also made changes in what you can do as a business owner in reflecting what's going on right now. So one of those first changes is going to be post. You've always been able to put a post on your Google My Business page, but now there is a special post called the Covid-19 post. And to get to that, you just log into your Google My Business, click on post, and there'll be the first tab there is Google 19 update. So if you have special information you want to give to your customers regarding how you're operating your business, things along the lines of maybe closures or reduced hours, your safety and hygiene practices, if you have gift cards that you can sell that help support your business, those are sort of things that Google's recommending that you put in there. The second thing you need to do, if it has impacted your business hours, is to make a change of your business hours. And to do that, you go in the same login, and under info, click the info. Right in the middle, you'll see hours, but you'll see, which you should have already filled out ages ago. You'll see add special hours. That's the one you want to use because this will override the current hours, and Google will recognize that as being a temporary change. If you have not done so, go ahead and install the messaging app. That is just on the left hand side as well, and it works with your phone, so customers actually can communicate with you through the messaging app if they're on your Google My Business page. And I would advise doing that even the COVID-19 notwithstanding. Do it anyway because it's a great way to communicate with your customer base. A lot of services are being suspended. User reviews, new user photos, short names, Q&A, all those have been temporarily suspended because a lot of that content comes from the outside, from the customer base, and you just don't want anybody throwing stuff up there and having it not getting reviewed. So it's important that they suspend that for the time being. So if you have customers that normally wanted to write a review, just ask them to wait until this all passes. Some things that we've noticed out there is that some businesses have been marked temporarily closed, even though they have not, the business owner did not mark it that way. And you can do that. If you were going to be temporarily closed, you can go in and there's an option there to do that. But if it has been done, you need to report that to Google, and they will take care of that. How that's getting changed, I'm not really sure, but it has been reported that has been happening. This This one is I'm a little on the fence with. I've seen it being talked about in the community. My basic take is whenever you're talking about Google My Business and local search is name, address, phone number. Don't mess with those things because that is the three things that Google is really looking at to ensure that your business is steady and reliable and all those things. But people have been adding, and they're apparently allowing the option to do things like delivery available or takeout available right in your name, the business listing name. So you take that for what it's worth. I'm kind of on the fence with that. And in all this, when we're talking about Google reviewing changes and implementing those changes, health-related businesses will have a priority. So if you are in the health business, your stuff is going to get prioritized and taken care of first. So that's all I've got for today. Again, if you haven't looked at your Google My Business listing for a while, you should probably do so. It's very important. No. This is Otis, by the way. Say hi, Otis. Okay, enough of the dolls, Dan. Okay, until our next episode, be safe out there. This guy thinks he's the next Jeff Dunham.